Joseph here from Eightcap. So today we are looking at the dollar yen. There's not a lot going on with it, but I just think the price pattern position is quite interesting. It's probably worth keeping a bit of an eye on it from a potential future trade that could present depending on what happens next. But I think these setups are quite good to try and identify before they break out. A lot of people, or analysts, including I do it as well, we will really talk about the pattern after the breakout comes. But normally, when you're looking for something, you don't really care about it after it breaks out, apart from sort of a hindsight lesson. So here we are looking at this area here, and we can see it's a pretty decent range and an uptrend at the moment. So this could turn out to be a really nice flag pattern. Just having a look at it from volume point of view, volume isn't really decreasing, but it's sort of flat, and we have seen a bit of decreasing volume on this area here. So I think really what we're wanting to see is, will we see buyers have one more attempt to push up into this resistance area? We saw a bit of rejection previously. Once buyers did try to push up a bit, we did see the Bank of Japan today make comments which did push the yen higher and knock the dollar lower. We've seen a bit of a recovery since that point, but really strong support at this level here, and decent resistance to strong resistance at this level here as well. It's what's really holding price in this flag type pattern in the uptrend, or just we call it what it is, a trading range. So from this point, what we really want to see is the breakout. It could be higher or lower. We don't really know just yet which way it could be. You can lean towards momentum to continue to resume with a new up leg. That's fine, but you can't really be married to that idea. It is drawing out a little bit at this point in time. So you really just want to look at it objectively, and we just see if we get a break lower, then we'd look for a failed rally to break that previous low, and then would sell, or would look for a rally to break out, and then again you could either take it when it breaks the previous high on the breakout itself, or you could wait for it to close, pull back, and then after that pullback, then wait for a new buying to confirm a new higher low and higher high break, and that could be your entry. So that would line up quite well, the break of this resistance as well, possibly. So that would be a double header. But I really think this area here, this zone up above, this area, that previous high here, it's a dangerous area in terms of the Bank of Japan stepping back in to intervene. So we have seen a bit of intervention previously when price has moved those areas there. So we will continue to watch and to see what happens next year if we do see a break lower or a break higher. Either way, there is trading opportunities on both sides depending on what we see next. We can lean maybe towards the upside, but I don't think that's very relevant at the moment. Sure, it may follow momentum higher with a new continuation upwards, but even if it doesn't, we could see a snappy breakout lower. Just keep in mind the dollar at the moment is really struggling. We did see sellers try and push prices lower yesterday. That failed. We saw a really big pullback on dollar index. Sellers are up and about again today. We're still seeing a higher reading there, but we can see a pretty decent failed rally and a new push lower. It still does look pretty bearish on the dollar index with a lower higher push down, but at the moment sellers just can't break below really close below that 103.70 point. Every time we see a move below that, it's sucked back up. So I think with this in tail, and with some short, a bit of mixed activity at this moment from a slightly higher yen and some plenty of defense here, it's going to be quite difficult to really call dollar strength to lead this forward. So we'll just continue to keep an eye on it and just see if we get a breakout from either direction. So the real message from today's update is to spot and identify these kind of situations, and then start to make an action plan around them depending on how price acts afterwards. So it's really today's update, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop us a comment. Otherwise, we wish you all the best of your trading for today, and then and let's see what happens. Will we see a break of resistance, or will we see a break of support, and then will we see a continuation, or will we see this turn into possibly a bit of a distribution type pattern and with a breakout lower? So thanks very much for tuning in, and all the best of your trading. Thanks, and bye for now.